Perhaps you have made yourself comfortable in a particular beautiful place and you are ready to enjoy the following journey. Surely your breath is already calm and even, like it is the best opportunity for yourself to get you in a mood of experiencing the upcoming journey deep inside yourself. Imagine you are sitting on a meadow which looks familiar to you. We have a balmy summer's day and you continue walking free and carefree, and you are open for the things that you will encounter on your way. Red flowers line the road and everything smells wonderful, like a perfect summer day. After a while, your way leads you uphill, and even though you are not an experienced mountain hiker, you will know that you can effortlessly master this uphill. With light feet, you will follow the path that gradually takes you a little higher. Everything looks like as it is still the beginning of the journey. But what is growing around you is gradually changing itself. The red flowers got company from their orange sisters and yellow girlfriends. Rich green meadows are adorned with turquoise flowers alternating with a sea of blue and purple plants. They are all cheerfully reaching out to the sun and simply enjoying their beings. You are already so far away from your starting point that the background noise changed too. The typical sounds of an inhabited city in the background were vanished by a special silence. Even though it seems to be quiet right now, you can still perceive something, almost like you can listen to the conversations among the flowers who simply enjoy their existence. It's fun to train one's sense of hearing to perceive things you're normally failing to hear because you're in a noisy world. Perhaps you are not used to listen so intensively, especially without talking to oneself. Maybe you can pick up one or the other spoken sentence. Perhaps you can recognize something that can change or expand your view of the world a bit. You are still walking uphill and you are still concentrating on the perception of your environment. You are filled with joy as you are able to adjust your hearing to such a gentle frequency. You absorb this softness within yourself so that this gentleness is able to open your heart at the same time. Now you perceive that your heart is vibrating in a different frequency. It feels like the heaviness vanishes and gives it space to a quiet joy, a joyful expectation which is coupled with an unknown gentleness until now. It's a finely vibrating gentleness. Now, these subtle vibrations within you allow yourself to perceive a whole new voice. It seems to be familiar and very close, but still at the same time it seems to be further away from you. This contradiction makes you curious, and you are now trying to shift your focus more and more only to this voice. Your way led you uphill all the time, and you have reached the top of a hill now. Only white flowers are blooming here. A huge sea of white and untouched flowers surrounds you with a scent that captivates your senses. They look so innocent and fragile, and you do not even dare to move yourself within the sea of flowers. But then you realize that their special gentleness and sensitivity make them immortal. Whenever you are stepping on a flower, it bends itself to the pressure before immediately straightening up again. They do not lock themselves against what happens because they are more in flow with the trust by getting up again and again. having this implicit consciousness, they are untouchable. Even at the moment of supposed decline, they are not sad or anxious because of this ability. They know that in the end, everything will always be fine. You are fascinated to observe the behavior of this delicate flowering meadow. While you are listening to the conversations, you won't hear neither mournings nor complaints, because everything sounds like love, trust, and confidence. You wonder whether it's allowed to pick up such a flower. Even though you have not finished this train of thought, you already knew the answer. The answer feels like a safe knowledge, and at the same time, the flowers seem to nod to you, and you carefully pick up one of these wondrous flowers and you thank her. You still have not reached your goal, because this fine vibrating voice inside yourself invites you to go a little further. The flowering meadow gradually changes its way to a different environment. Here, only a few rays of sunshine are reaching the ground, so that the variety of plants also decreases to a lesser extent. Still pleasant, it smells like moldy forest floor, but the fine light scent of the flower sea has given its way to an earthy heaviness, and you continue walking downhill into the forest. It goes deeper and deeper, and even if the sun shines only weakly through the thicket, the lighting conditions will be sufficient to stay safe on your way. Even if you do not know your way around so well, you have the secure feeling to be on the right track. Sometimes thick branches block your way, and sometimes they move aside to guide you further. There are obstacles like some stumbling blocks on your way, which are sometimes smaller and sometimes bigger. But you are surprised how well you can master these obstacles. And that's because you already knew most of them. You had to deal with them before at another time. And what has been a huge challenge for you back then can be bypassed or dissolved with a smile on your face now. Until you reached a small wooden hut, you walked deeper and deeper down. The cabin looks a bit inconspicuous, and if you take a closer look, it seems to be a bit disheveled. Somebody could have taken more care of that. The hut has a strange shape for a building. There are two roundish bulges and a kind of tip. If you took a look at the hut from above, you would see that it has the shape of a heart. Your heart. And suddenly you know that you belong here. You have arrived at the destination of your journey. You knock on the door carefully while your breath seems almost to stand still, as you do not know what you'll discover behind the door. Maybe there is a treasure hidden there, and indeed, the door will lead you right away to the greatest treasure on earth, to yourself. The greatest treasure that has been given to you while you were sent to this earth was you. Everything that has been given to you to endure your adventures on earth will be inside of yourself. Sometimes you forget your divine origin. It's time for you to be reminded. Now open the door to your heart. You may be able to see many spatial subdivisions, places that you have assigned to different beings or even things here. But your attention is focusing on a small, crouching creature that has withdrawn into a small corner of your heart. There you notice a little girl sitting who is 4 or 5 years old, or maybe even younger or older. It sits very nicely and waits for your attention. Look at her, how beautiful she is. You see her shining eyes while she is looking at you. You almost forgot her, but she is not angry with you. One day you would come and visit her. That is what she knew. She was waiting in confidence for you. She knew that you will come. And you came in love, and you finally give her the attention she deserves. Look at her closely. Her open smile that seems to challenge you is indicating, hug me and love me. Take a step towards her and hold her in your arms. Hold her tight, and then ask her what she needs to feel comfortable, accepted by you. And if you do not surely know what she needs, then take her by the hand and imagine that you go to the store of the senses with her. A store without limitations and restrictions. A place where anything is possible. And as soon as you can feel that thought within you, the most beautiful parts of this wonderful place open up. Maybe it's love what she needs. Think about how you can give it to her. In bags, in jars, in perfume atomizers. Perhaps it's hope that she needs. Think about what she can hope for and give her the hope of fulfilling this wish. Perhaps hope as a photo from a picture gallery, perhaps as a symbol in a piece of jewelry, perhaps as a letter on beautiful paper. Maybe it's faith what she needs. Maybe she needs that you believe in her, or her faith in you. Your common faith. The awareness of your divine origin. A faith that makes everything possible. Maybe you can give it to her in the form of stardust or sunshine, perhaps in a scent or gentle breeze. And at the same time, everything you are giving to her, you are also giving to yourself too, because you are this little girl and she is you, and you are one. Accept the gifts that you can prepare for yourself. You are in a place of the senses and abundance. You will receive enough of everything you need. You do not have to give up anything, because there is enough for everyone who has the courage to enter this place. Trust. Take everything you need. Everything is for you. You can have everything you want. Maybe there is more on your list of wishes. Maybe there is fulfillment in the job, or healthy finances, or a healthy body. Maybe it's just fun and joy or ease. Collect everything you will need for yourself. Maybe you can wrap yourself and the little girl in nice clothes, or you try out hairstyles and decorate yourself with jewelry. Put on what you like. Try yourself. Be yourself and see how the little girl is waving at you. Notice how happy she is and that you can realize each other's dreams within you and in her. See how you finally become united in the fulfillment of your wishes. And only when you have found everything you need in this magical department store, you will set out for your way back home. I'll let you wait through the departments just for a while now. Do not worry about who should wear all these things, because everything you want to take with you will be inside of you forever. It will be there without weight. It's just a part of you. It is what you have always been and always will be. And it is perfect and complete. When you both found everything you need, you can guide the little girl back to your heart, because she belongs to this place. She will always be within you, and you will be in her heart as well. She can occasionally remind you of this shopping trip. And she reminds you of what you are and your divine origin and your right to live a beautiful life. You know that you are worth to get the best, the very best. Embrace the little girl again and promise her not to carry her only within your heart, but to go shopping with her at some time. It is all there in abundance. Everything is there for you, for them, for you, and everything is within you. And before you say goodbye to yourself, you still have a little present for the little girl within you. A small, white, delicate, fragile-looking, sweet-smelling flower. She smiles as she receives it, and you will leave the small hut in the forest after silently hugging her. You continue walking back the same way you came from, but only this time everything is happening so much faster. You look back and you take a look at the hut again. And this formerly somewhat weather-beaten, worn-out hut in need of treatment appears in a surrounding, radiant, magical white of innumerable sweet-smelling blossoms. The blossoms are surrounding the hut, and they are whispering softly while facing towards the sun. And with this beautiful picture in the end, you can now let the meditation fade away a bit.